Mr. Stark, could we pick up now where we left off? Mr. Stark, please.
Yes, dear.
Could I have your attention?
Absolutely.
Do you or do you not possess a specialized weapon?
I do not.
You do not.
I do not. Well, it depends on how you define the word weapon.
The Ironman weapon.
My device does not fit that description.
How would you describe
I would
your
describe
device?
it by defining it as what it is, Senator.
As?
It's a high-tech prosthesis. That's actually the most apt description I could make of it.
It's a weapon. It's a weapon, Mr. Stark. I hate
Please,
to inform
if
you.
your
It's a
priority
weapon.
was actually the well-being
No, my
of
priority
the
is to get the
American
Ironman
citizen.
weapon turned over to the people of the United States of America.
Well, you can forget it. I am Iron Man. The suit and I are one. To turn over the Iron Man suit would be to turn over myself, which is tantamount to indentured servitude or prostitution, depending on what state you're in. Can't have it.
Look, I'm no expert.
In prostitution, of course not. You're a senator. Come on.
I'm no expert in weapons. We have somebody here who is an expert on weapons. I would now like to call Justin Hammer, our current primary weapons contractor.
Let the record reflect that I observed Mr. Hammer entering the chamber, and I am wondering if and when any actual expert will also be in attendance.
Absolutely. I'm no expert. I defer to you, Anthony. You're the wonder boy. Senator, if I may well not be an expert, but you know who was the expert? Your dad, Howard Stark. Really a father to us all, and to the military-industrial age. But let's just be clear, he was no flower child. He was a lion. We all know why we're here. In the last 6 months, Anthony Stark has created a sword with untold possibilities, and yet he insists it's a shield. He asks us to trust him as we cower behind it. I wish I were comforted, Anthony. I really do. I'd love to leave my door unlocked when I leave the house. But this ain't Canada. You know, we live in a world of grave threats, threats that Mr. Stark will not always be able to foresee. Thank you. God bless Iron Man. God bless America.
That is well said, Mr. Hammer. The committee would now like to invite Lieutenant Colonel James Rhodes to the chamber.
Rhodey? What? Hey, buddy. Didn't expect to see you here.
Look, it's me. I'm here. Deal with it. Let's move on.
I just
Drop it.
All right, I'll drop it.
I have before me a complete report on the Iron Man weapon compiled by Colonel Rhodes. And Colonel, for the record, can you please read page 57, paragraph 4?
You're requesting that I read specific selections from my report, Senator?
Yes, sir.
It was my understanding that I was going to be testifying in a much more comprehensive and detailed
I
manner.
understand. A lot of things have changed today.
You
so
do
if
understand
could just
that reading a single paragraph out of context does not reflect the summary
Just
of
read
my
it,
findings.
Colonel. I do. Thank you.
Very well. As he does not operate within any definable branch of government, Iron Man presents a potential threat to the security of both the nation and to her interests. I did, however, go on to summarize that the benefits of Iron Man far outweigh the liabilities,
that's
and
enough.
that it would
That's
be in our
enough, Colonel.
interest to fold
That's
Mr.
enough.
Stark into the existing chain of command,
I'm not a
Senator.
joiner, but I'll consider Secretary of Defense, if you ask nice. We can amend the hours a little bit.
I'd like to go on and show, if I may, the imagery that's connected to your
I
report.
believe it is somewhat premature to reveal these images to the
With all
general
due
public at this
respect,
time.
Colonel, I understand, and if you could just narrate those for us, we'd be very grateful.
To the images. Intelligence suggests that the devices seen in these photos are in fact attempts at making manned copies of Mr. Stark's suit. This has been corroborated by our allies and local intelligence on the ground, indicating that these suits are quite possibly at this moment operational.
Hold on one second, buddy. Let me see. Something here. Oh, boy, I'm good. I commandeered for screens. I need them. Time for a little transparency. Now let's see what's really going on.
What is he doing?
If you'll direct your attention to said screens, I believe that's North Korea.
Can you turn that off? Take it off?
Iran. No grave immediate threat here. Is that Justin Hammer?
Right leg up.
How did Hammer get in the game?
Left arm up.
Justin, you're on TV. Focus up.
Okay, give me a left twist. Left, just go turn to the right. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Wow. Yeah, I'd say most countries 5-10 years away. Hammer Industries 20.
I'd like to point out that that test pilot survived.
I think we're done is the point that he's making. I don't think there's any reason to
Point
continue
is,
on.
you're welcome, I
what?
guess. Because I'm your nuclear deterrent. It's working. We're safe. America is secure. You want my property? You can't have it. But I did you a big favor. I have successfully privatized world peace. What more do you want? For now! I tried to play ball with these ass clowns.
F you, Mr. Stark. F you, buddy. We're adjourned. We're adjourned for the day.
Okay.
You've been a delight.